Wow, that's pretty quiet. So this is our next big project before we go cruising, is a wind generator. I picked the Primus wind power. It's the Air Silent X marine version of it. It's got composite blades. Very pretty ones too. I was like, hey, blue and white, that's very nice. So, nose cone hub. This is the main unit here. It actually sits on a post like that with the tail at the back. Now what's unique about this one is that this is DC coming out. It has a built-in regulator already in there, so as it's spinning it's just pumping out DC rather than some of the others that pump out AC and then need a regulator, a separate regulator to turn it into DC. So what I've got here is all set, easy to plug in. Instructions aren't too bad here. If I can find them. There. Oh, that's the tower kit. I got the tower kit. So I did get the tower kit, and there's a hardware kit. The tower kit is the actual poles. The hardware kit is the base, and then the stays on the side is part of the tower kit. The nice thing about the tower kit, and I'll show you that in a little while, is that it has rubber insulators. So that helps dampen any vibrations going through the hull. See, here's the stays with the rubber isolator. And I'll show that to you on the boat. Okay. You can see that shows how to fix the blades. And they're pretty basic, simple. They pretty much go right into these slots right here and just bolt in on the back. So it's really easy. They don't move at all. They only go in one way and that's it. So. Okay, so walking here, I finally kind of had to decide where to put this thing. I didn't want to put the tower here. I'm using the barbecue. I use this side a lot. This is where I get my fuel. This is normally where I dock and my exit, so this would not be a good place to put it. Came up over here. So the real trick I had to come up with, and you can see I've got it partially installed right now, is that I've got my fish cleaning station that pops up, my motor that's in the way, so I had to kind of work it around there. So the nice thing is that there's the base, and it's pine season, so we got lots of pine stuff around here, and there's the base. So you can see the base is right now. I don't actually have it screwed down here because I still got to run wiring. But you can see this is the mast bracket. It actually has a word on it. It says mast bracket. The rubber absorber. Here's the pole. Now this is a 9-foot pole, but it's not 9 feet. I cut about a 1.5 feet off it because I really don't need it that high. I needed enough for the blades to clear my head and not hit this as well. So I really didn't need it that high. So like I said, cut off about a 1.5 feet, I'd say. So, but I tested it because I want to be able to reach this to work on it if I ever need to pull it down and work on it. So because my fish cleaning station drops down, I can stand on it, not when it's up, but when it's down, I can stand on it, still reach that, pull the whole thing off. Now my wiring idea is that I'm going to have 2 quick connects up there so I can disconnect and pull the whole wind generator down if I need to. If I need to work on it or change blades or whatever. So I have a quick connect up there. Alright, so you can see I've got the clamps. Like this is part of the hardware kit that came with it. So it's all mashed up, so it's like, okay, that's really easy. I don't have to go to a hardware store and figure stuff out. It's kind of enameled steel is what it looks like. I've right now got this tied on with rope. Eventually I'm going to find something better than just rope to attach it to here, so that gives me another point to keep it stable. You can see that this stay comes down here and over to here. Again, I got pilot season going on. And you can see where this connects up. Now I've already bolted this one in. I've got 2 bolts going down below, and I've got this stuff, butyl tape, that's in there to keep it butyl tape on both sides. And you can see it just bolts in. Gave it enough room so I can get a ratchet and pull it off. It uses a little Allen wrench there. Okay, so that's my one stay. And then they give you in the instructions degrees of which one to do and how far to go. So basically I went about 4 feet from the base to there is about 4 feet, and they recommend 3.5 to 6, so anywhere from 3.5 to 6 feet away from the main pole. So I went about 4 on both sides. Okay, one of the things I did order was this box from Primus Wind Power, made specifically for their devices, because typically they don't come with this. You can order this, you can put in a run stop switch, you can put in a circuit breaker on your own, But the nice thing is this came with a display as well, showing me everything that's going on with it, amps, volts, watts, that kind of thing. So I thought, well, God, it's in one big package, why reinvent the darn thing? So basically you've got a run stop switch here, and you've got the circuit breaker is right here built in. So it's all built in, it's ready to go. I don't have to fabricate anything. So you can see the type of box it is, and open it up, and you've got your connections. You can see here's the actual breaker. It's just a breaker, and over here is the actual run stop switch, and then you can see it's all wired up pretty much. You've got bringing it in here, 1 and 2, bringing your wind from your gen generator, and then these go out to your battery. These are 8 gauge wires, so I continued with 8 gauge because based on how much amps I'm going to pull and how long a run I've got, I calculated 8 gauge would be better. You could probably get away with 6 gauge, but I was going to go 8. I think I went 8. Did I go 8 or I go 6? Now I'm going to have to look it up. No, I'm pretty certain I went 8 gauge instead of 6. 6 was too big. I think this could say. I'll have to look at that. I'll make a note. I'll try to look that up and make a note here. So. Serial number. Oh, okay. And this is a 40 amp. So one thing it's got here in the back is showing what unit this is. It's 12 volt or 48 volt DC, and they've got a little dot there, and it's 32 amps, and it's a 40 amp. It handles 40 amps, so this is made for 40 amps. They make other ones, that other boxes like these that are made for 25, 20, 10, and 5, depending on which one you get. So I made sure I got the 40 amp one because that's what the potential of mine is. Okay. So as far as wiring it, my idea is to mount it. Probably I was going to mount it in the engine room, but actually I kind of want it up here, so I'm going to mount it about here so that I have full control of it, can see it anytime, have it on, off. So I'll probably bore a couple holes back here, do a couple holes behind this, in the back of the unit, in the back here. Mount that first with the wires, come out, hook the wires up to here, put it all together. So it'll mount right there, so it'll be easy to access and I'll know it's right there. Okay. Okay, so I was checking on my order to see what I ordered, so I remember what I ordered. So I did order 8 gauge flat duplex. Just ordered it on Amazon. It's marine grade. I try to get marine grade when I can. I also ordered this, which is these are the quick disconnects from Camco. So they're just quick disconnects. Again, an 8 gauge wired disconnect. Has a couple ends there. Put the ends in. Put the other ends on over there. Just quick disconnect. So they just lock together. And the one thing, and I had to get, I did get a circuit breaker. They show a on their site on Primus. They have an automatic breaker, but I really like a breaker that shows me when it's tripped. So this breaker goes from the black box to the battery, so that protects if there's something going wrong with the box to the battery. You want to protect your battery bank. So that's a 40 amp, and I'll see it. And you'll see it pop if it pops, so we'll know there's a problem. Okay. It's basically got rubber absorbers here. This rubber absorber goes through the hole here. This goes through into here, and that they push together. One absorber goes in the other. So basically you've got it isolated, and just a washer, and then the nut. And there you go. So that's the ice. That's the stay braced. Okay. We did some wiring. Let's go take a look at what's going on over here. So I got the wire. I got the 8 gauge. I know that was kind of a question last time. It's like I got 50 feet of 8 gauge, and you see I've got it strewn about here. So the one trick I had to do, you know what? I should grab the flashlight. That's my my lighting kit. Hold on a second. Where's my lighting kit at? Ah, there it is. Lighting kit. All right. Okay. Sorry for the rough ride. Okay. So look here. Here's my back area. Here's the back area of my boat. There's a rudder post. So I've got to run the wire, and you can see where I've run the wire right here. So I had to drill a hole, which fed it down through here under that wood, and out here. This is my access to where that's my stuffing. in the shaft. And you can see it ran here, and I ran it up there, so that put it back that direction into the engine room. So let's go that way. I don't want to torture you through doing it all, but you know. And you can see there it is right there, running up there, and it runs all the way up here, all the way up that area, and then up there, and up to that little crevice up there. Okay, and then out here. Okay, so you can see it runs up here to my control box. This is where I've decided to put my control boxes, right here, all the rest of my stuff. This is the Primus wind power box. It's separately sold, so you got to get it separate. It's got a display on it. We hook it up and get power to it. This is the run stop switch for the actual wind generator itself, and this is the circuit breaker to turn the power on. It also provides power to the box. So, and you can take a look here. Hold on, let me get my fancy lighting kit. There we go. So you can see that I've already got it into the wind. So I got these two 8-gauge wires, and they're screwed into the wind, 1 and 2, and then the battery will go out to the battery area. So that's what's going to be next, and you can see here's the rest of the connections. Now the one thing when I did put this on is I used my handy dandy, always important, dielectric grease, baby. So I shot some dielectric grease in there, and I'll probably hit up some of these too with dielectric grease so that it keeps it from rusting, keeps good contact with it. So, all right, this is one thing I always regret doing. I hate doing drilling holes in the boat. Yeah, it's pine season. Okay, so like I said, here is the cleat, the 4 bolts, and then the 2 bolts for the mast. We're gonna come right out of there. Now, before I do this, let's check this. I put it there, so it's gonna sit there. The wire will come out here and into this hole here. So I think we're good. All right. All right, we got a hole. Goes all the way through. I can see the light. Yeah. Get it? See the light? Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So I have to remember I gotta make sure to run it through here. All the pieces, when I run it up, I want to run it through all the pieces. Alright, just put a hole in the boat. Yay! Trick is now I gotta get it all the way up that post too. Okay, so this has got to go through all these first. It'll sit just like that, look real pretty, huh? Okay, now for my next trick is to get it up this post. I think I can just pull it all the way through here. Nah, maybe not. Let's try it. Let's try not pulling it all the way through first. Let's try and get it up the post first. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, this is why I built it the way I did. I can stand on my fishing table and reach the top. Okay, so got them separated again. Yay. Then take more butyl tape and shove it down in here. Alright. Yippee. That looks good. I got some of it squishing out, so that's good. And we'll push this down one last time and never touch it again. There we go. Nice watertight seal there. So, already ran the 1 wire up. That goes to the control box. It's up there. Then I ran another one and hooked that up and ran that down here. And you can see right here, I've got the two, basically the enclosed line, you know, the white covering, and then the red and the black is hidden in there. And I just cut the red out, because that's our positive, and hooked it up to the circuit breaker that I have here. That when you push that, it pops, so you know it's popped. So now I have a circuit breaker going to the positive side and connecting down here to my junction bar, or bus bar, whatever you want to call it, to power the batteries. So let's go take a look at the box. Make sure I put that back and didn't trip it. Yeah, okay. Let's go back and look at the box here. Here is our wind generator control box, and you can see it's down in the stop position. The box is attached. This is the circuit breaker to turn the power on. Yes! And we have power. Yes! And right now it's showing that my batteries are at 12.17, which is about right, considering it's showing 12.16 there. So that's about right. Well, look, 12.16. Now they're both even. So once I hook up the rest of it, which we'll do today, get current, energy, and power, show us what's going on. Make sure that's in stop. And there's 3 positions on this switch, by the way. Stop, middle, and run. Don't ever have it in middle, is what they say, because you don't want that power going nowhere. So you want it in run or stop, or off's always good. That should have stuck it out there. Yep, and it is. It stuck it out. Yep, there it is. See? Did you see that real quick? You can see how cloudy and overcast. I don't know how much time I got here. All right. See if I can push this down now. It's still pretty hard to push down, so it looks like I might be pulling some more out there after I get these wired up here. So, the reason I'm doing this, putting these quick connects on, is so that I can take it down whenever I need to, and because hurricane season's around here, that's one of the biggest reasons. Alright, those aren't coming out. Grab the old heat gun here. Okay, let's push those up. A little extra added oomph of heat shrinking. And now for my next trick. Next trick is to actually connect those two up, which can be easy because I just disconnected. Woohoo! Okay, now for this, I got a problem. Okay, I got a problem. I got 3 wires, and I only got 2. That's a problem. The good news is, not so much of a problem. Because basically, because I don't have a real ground, because it's a boat, and my negative is my ground, I'm supposed to connect those 2 together, so that'll be together. Now, the one thing I didn't mention is that you notice that inside this connector, there's a little bit of goop. That would be dielectric grease, baby. Yeah. But I had to make sure that it wasn't touching, that they don't touch each other. You don't want to cross them, because it is conductive. Alright, so here's what I gotta do.
Do I gotta step up?
No, you're gonna go down.
I'll go
So
down.
the way it's gonna work is I gotta hook that on, and I gotta tape up that connector while I'm holding it. And then when I'm about to put it on, I need you to take up the slack. So what you're gonna do is kneel down here, grab here, and just pull it down like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Just pull it till
That's it.
you say?
Yeah, until I put that up there. So
Okay.
cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. Yep. Hopefully. Okay, actually, well, since you're here, can you hold that? This will make it
that is
heavy.
You should give someone fair warning.
Sorry.
It was too heavy for me.
Oh,
I just wasn't expecting.
Sorry. You can see where I'd have problems like, oh my god, how the hell am I going to do
how
this?
am I going to hold this? Yeah, no.
Yep. All right, kiddo, pull it down. Slowly. Oh yeah. God, that was much easier. I sat out here for the longest time trying to figure out how the hell am I going to pull this off by myself?
You're not.
Apparently not. Okay. Look at that.
Cute.
Yeah, huh? All right. All right, so just tighten these up now. Thank you, madam. I appreciate it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay, you got the rest?
Yeah, I just gotta go
Are
find
you recording
Allen
with
wrench.
your GoPro?
Yep, the whole time. Congratulations, you're on our YouTube channel. Yay! So have we promoted you? Are you still Swabby or your first mate now?
First mate.
First mate. All right. We'll see if you can jump first mate. Good. Didn't have to.
Never jump from a boat.
Yeah, that's correct. All right. Thank you. So I'm using. They gave us this Tef gel in order to help with corrosion on this bolts and all. So we'll layer that on. You can see it's got capture holes for the nuts. So they'll just stay right in there. Alright. There's only one way these things go in, so it's no big deal to put them in. So like that. Alright, so I'll do this. We'll come back. You won't have to sit through and watch me do this all the time. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, we've got it all bolted together. So really, all we do is stick it up there and take the nut. They give you extra nuts and some spacers. Yeah, I don't see where you really need a spacer on this. I'm turning the inside to thread the nut. I'm probably going the wrong way. Yeah, of course I was. Yeah, okay. Alright, she's tight. Feels like the brake's on because everything is off, so I got some wind, but I don't know if I got enough wind to turn her. So then we got the cone. So it's nice to give you an extra bolt there just in case you drop it in the water, as we sailors are prone to do. Alright, nose cone, which is just a snap-on. Make sure it's snapped on there good. She's on there. That's it. I was wondering if that was from me spinning it or the wind. Okay. So, let's go down below. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Check it out. It's moving. It's moving by itself. Look at that. All right, let's go down below and turn her on. All right. Got my fancy lighting here. Let's turn the power on. Okay. I got 0 everywhere. It's in stop mode. Let's put it up and run. Let's see if we see anything. Of course, now I can't tell if it's spinning or not because we're in here and it's up there. So I think I need my first mate back again. Okay. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Now she's spinning. Okay, so white's the leading edge on it. How about that, huh? That generated about a 0.001 amp. I'll do a little video here. There's a little something on Facebook. Oh, of course. It stopped spinning as soon as I want to take video. Of course. Oh, Lord. Okay. So the good thing I really want to test is, since it isn't spinning, check my head. So if I stand right here and look up, you can see that it is not going to hit my head at all. And that was the main purpose of the height, so that it didn't smack me in the head. Wow, that's pretty quiet. so I would call this a success. However, without it spinning. Ooh, here we go. I think we got something going. All right, let's get some video of that bad boy. That was it. Hope y'all liked it.